When parenting like a pro, sometimes there are some touchy subjects, and we welcome the Smileys to help us figure those out. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
This question is a touchy one, so let's take it. My 13-year-old stepson refuses to cut his way too long hair. He doesn't wash it regularly either. We've tried paying him to get it cut, but that doesn't help, and neither does his mother. What next?
Well, this is not just a battle that's being fought with this son, or this stepson, I should say.
Yes.
Obviously, there are two different struggles going on there, and one is with the biological mom. I'm not so sure, we're not so sure, that the length of somebody's hair is really all that important. You know, styles come and go. Pretty soon, no hair will be in, and some parent will be mad about that. That isn't important, and really, it's probably not a good idea to fight with this biological mom. Also, they talked about paying. That's really bribery, because obviously they had said, cut your hair. He said, no, okay, we'll pay you. No, bribery is never good. Now, that's the opposite, really, of an incentive. An incentive, you're still in control. The child hasn't taken control. And you're saying before they refused to do it, you know, if you get your hair cut, Dad and I decided you could have blah, 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 whatever it is. So you don't want to bribe a child, and you don't really want to go against on something like a haircut against mom.
Right, and I think the other important factor here is Kendra mentioned it a little bit, and that's biological dad should be stepping into the fray here, because it's much easier for the biological dad to be dealing with than the stepmom to be dealing with it. And that's something that we talk about all the time when you have a blended family like that, that when the step parent tries to do it, much more difficult than the biological parent doing it. So that's really important. So stop the nagging, stop the bribing, and when you're dealing with the cleanliness, that's a different issue than styling. And so this, I would say for the stepmom, but again, I would have the stepmom go to the biological dad and say, Dad, step up here and get involved, but the son obviously needs to be clean. And so that's something that I think they need to bring a little more pressure to bear on being clean. It's a difficult situation.
What's I don't know even how to phrase this, but what's basically the best way to tell a child if they have an odor or a smell or their hygiene is not up to par?
Great question.
That I think being absolutely straightforward.
Okay.
A young person in our life, not our own children, that was the problem. But this is a little girl we cared about whose parents were kind of absent. And I thought, oh, I'll be creative. And I actually bought her purple deodorant. What girl would want purple deodorant?
Yes.
You know what? She displayed it instead of using it. And that's when I realized I needed to be just honest. You know what? It would be a great idea if, in this case, to this young man, and then actually as the parent, I would simply say, you need to wash your hair. Yeah. And there's going to be consequences if you don't.
Exactly. All right. Thank you, Smileys. And if you email them with one of your questions and they answer it on air, you'll receive one of their books. Don't forget to visit their website, Parenting Like a Pro.